Mekong port, getting ready to cross the Mekong River on a ferry to go into Laos with our motorbike. The process is absolutely ridiculous. Everybody in the port, whether it's people working with the ferry, working with customs, working with immigration, has zero personality and zero interest whatsoever helping you. You have to run from one end of town to the other in order to get everything ready. So right now we're the only idiots that's going to take a motorbike across to Laos. We're with, I think, 4 other Chinese cars that are going to be going across in this ferry. So, as you can see, the loading dock down here is nothing but a mud fest. So it's going to make it interesting to see how the Forza handles off-road. But we'll check in with you when we start to load.
Here we go. Is this sketchy or what?
All loaded up on the ferry with about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 cars, all from, I believe, Hong Kong. We're the only white faces on this ferry and the only motorbike on this ferry, so not really sure what to expect. At least we've made it this far, so when we get to Laos, I'm sure we're going to have a whole nother rigmarole to go through, jump between hoops to get papers signed that no one even keeps track of. Going off without a hitch. We get to Laos, we go to the customs office, and the girl tells us you didn't get a stamp. You have to go back to Thailand. Problem being is we came over on the ferry where all the cars come, so there's not boats running back and forth. So I have to wait to get back on the ferry, which is now unloading all 18-wheelers, to go back to Thailand and get a stamp from a guy. I asked if I needed a stamp and showed him my forms, and he told me no. And now they're telling me no, I cannot get into Thailand. They're going to fine me a ridiculous amount of money when I try to leave the country to go back to Thailand. So here I am leaving Brittany in Laos, and I'm going to Thailand, or going to try to get on this ferry to go back to Thailand. You see all these 18-wheelers. Yep, that's the ferry I'm getting on. Here's the next ferry I'm trying to get on. This guy's coming over in a, I think that's a Versus, maybe a BMW. This is what they have him going through to get off. I think he's in riding gear. Nice! I am in the middle of, slap dab in the middle of the Mekong. Brittany is way over there, and I'm headed back to Thailand to get these signatures that I can get, or I need apparently. So, well, didn't go off without a hitch like I thought, but that's not to be surprised. Off, and now I have to climb up this bank to get back to immigration. These are my hiking back to get an immigration stamp, and these are my walking mates. They're the only other ones around. Yes, those are chickens running around all over the place. The only other idiots that are out here because they forgot an immigration stamp. So instead of the ferry taking me back, that's not going to leave until 2 o'clock, and it's now 11:30. I have to take this loaded down long tail boat. As you can see, he's having struggle to push it off. And then I'm going to the wrong port, and I have to take a taxi to where Brittany is at with the motorbike, because they cannot go straight to that office. So here we're going. Here's my seatmate. Perspective of how far we are off the water. 1 inch. 1 inch off the water. Seriously listing to my side. I feel like it's gonna tip over. Like I can show you already, we're like 1 fish off the water in the Mekong. It's a ripping current. So Brittany's way up in that office over there, and I'm down here, water splash. So here I am making the hike back to the other port because the woman would not take me directly to that port. I had to pay 40 baht to go to a different port, and now back, and the customs agent was just laughed at me when I gave him the documents I had already given to him, and he told me I didn't need stamp, but I did, and I had to come back to Laos. He's going to drive me to ferry. I paid him 20 baht, and I'm riding in a fucking rickshaw, man. He's trying to hit me for some more change, but I just said fuck it. Told him 20 or nothing. So here I am riding in a rickshaw in Laos, trying to get to the ferry. Laos Customs. This is what Laos Customs is. I'm trying to check in, and I've asked her to come, and she got this response.